Okay, what if I told you that you could give yourself a $13,000 raise this year, literally without working a single extra hour? I know, it sounds like a complete scam. But here's the thing, if you're a global freelancer right now, you are unknowingly paying this massive, invisible tax to legacy platforms and banks, just for the privilege of working. But, according to the source material we're looking at today, there is absolutely a way to fix that.
20%. Think about that for a second. That is the staggering fee that platforms like Upwork take straight off the top of your first $500. And honestly, that's before we even talk about PayPal outright blocking payments in places like Nigeria and Argentina, or those $30 bank wire fees that can take 5 agonizing days to clear. You quote $500, you do $500 worth of labor, and you end up actually seeing, what, maybe 370? It's a system practically designed to drain the creator.
So welcome to today's Explainer. We are breaking down a highly practical roadmap straight from the book, The Web3 Freelancer. We're going to dive into the research and see exactly how independent workers are finding global clients, totally bypassing these legacy middleman fees and actually keeping the money they earn by leveraging Web3 architecture.
As our source material perfectly puts it, the old freelance deal, trade time for fiat, lose 20% to middlemen. The new deal, trade skills for global clients, own the upside, keep more. This mindset shift, it is absolutely critical to your earning potential. The book makes the case that you are no longer just gigging to get by. You are a borderless business of one. And today, we're going to unpack exactly how the author suggests you start running it like one.
All right, let's jump into Section 1, the high cost of Web 2.
Let's look at the stark financial reality of traditional freelancing by running the actual math side by side on a standard $1,000 job, exactly as it's outlined in the text. On the Web 2 side, after a platform takes its $200 cut, PayPal skims its percentage, and wire fees chip away another $30, you're left with about $726. Plus, you waited almost a full work week just to get it. Now look at the Web 3 side, a 50-cent gas fee, maybe a $10 off-ramp fee to convert it to your local currency. You keep $989.50, and the whole transaction settles in like 10 minutes. The author notes that doing 50 standard jobs a year, with this $263 difference, that is exactly how you get that $13,000 raise without working one extra hour.
Moving right along to Section 2, your new on-chain resume.
In this new model, the book highlights how your resume completely transforms. In Web3, your crypto wallet basically becomes your LinkedIn. You don't just type out what you did, you prove it cryptographically. So let's bust some jargon real quick. POAP. It stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol. It's essentially a little NFT badge proving you attended an event, jumped on a community call, or completed a specific task. And get this, recruiters in this space actually check your public wallet for these POAPs. Having 10 of these from legitimate protocols can often beat 5 years of traditional CV experience, simply because it's verifiable, unfakeable proof that you showed up and did the work.
And then we have SBTs, or soul-bound tokens. It sounds a bit sci-fi, but it's really just a non-transferable NFT that you can only earn, not buy. They represent your verifiable credentials, like finishing a coding bootcamp or being a core contributor to a project. To put that into perspective, instead of a recruiter trusting a PDF resume that claims you know how to code, they can just look at your wallet for an SBT issued directly by a verified academy. The text presents these as the absolute future of hiring. So, the crucial takeaway established in the book is the central Web3 rule. If it's not on-chain or public, it literally didn't happen. You have to build your portfolio in public to survive here. If you write code, it needs to be on GitHub. If you're a data analyst, you build public dashboards on Dune. If you're a writer, you publish on Lens or Mirror. Your on-chain reputation essentially becomes your ultimate professional moat, protecting your career from both AI and global competition.
Okay, Section 3, where the Web3 jobs are.
According to the research, 11% of global freelancers already took part of their pay in crypto recently. So where are they actually finding all this work? Enter DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. The author beautifully describes a DAO as an internet company with a token, a treasury, and a Discord server. These are your new employers, and they have treasuries ranging from $1 million all the way up to $5 billion. The hiring process? Completely flipped from the corporate world. You might do a quick $200 bounty to fix a bug or write a blog post. And if the community likes your vibe and your work, they hire you straight into a $5,000 a month role. Often there is zero formal interview required. Your work speaks entirely for itself.
Now, the text emphasizes a super important point here. You absolutely do not need to be a software developer to get in on this. Web3 is not just for coders.
Highly in-demand roles right now include community managers running Discords, governance writers who translate complex tech proposals for regular voters, quest designers building gamified experiences, and just everyday moderators. The data shows that writers and designers can pull in $2,000 to $5,000 a month in stablecoins just by being crypto-native and understanding the culture of these online communities.
The book also points out a massive power shift by comparing traditional networks with decentralized ones. Take a platform like Braintrust versus Upwork. As we established, Upwork is taking 20% of your hard-earned cash. Braintrust, running on a Web3 model, charges the freelancer exactly 0%. Zero! The client, which on Braintrust includes massive names like Nike and NASA, they pay a 15% fee to the network. The result? You keep 100% of your actual earnings. It's a total game changer.
But look, we have to be totally real for a second. The source material delivers a radical warning about safety because scams are everywhere in decentralized spaces. You have to know the red flags. The author states plainly, if anyone asks you for an upfront gas fee, block them immediately. A legit job will never ask you to pay for the privilege of working. Avoid 40-hour unpaid test tasks and never ever accept payment entirely in some brand new unproven token that could literally crash to zero overnight. Instead, you're looking for green flags, getting paid in USDC stablecoins up front, taking a max 2-hour test task, and verifying that the project uses a multi-sig treasury, which means multiple people have to sign off on funds, protecting you from sudden rug pulls.
Let's move to Section 4, Getting Paid Without Middlemen.
This is where we totally bypass those agonizing 30-day invoice wait times of the corporate world. According to the book, this is the sheer magic of Web3, streaming money. Using smart contracts like Sablier, employers can literally stream your salary to you per second. Seriously, imagine sitting at your desk and earning $1.90 every single second of the workday, depositing right into your wallet in real time. You don't send a PDF invoice, you don't wait for some bloated accounting department to approve it, and if you decide to quit, the stream just stops. It is pure frictionless cash flow.
The book urges absolute pragmatism here, though. Getting paid seamlessly in crypto does not mean you somehow dodge the tax man. In most jurisdictions, the law treats receiving $1,000 in USDC exactly the same as receiving $1,000 in regular fiat income. The second that token hits your wallet, it's a taxable event. So, the author's advice, immediately route 30% of your incoming revenue into a separate, untouched savings wallet. That is the structural discipline that keeps you compliant, safe, and out of jail.
Finally, Section 5, Building a Borderless Career.
To survive the wild volatility of the crypto market and actually build a sustainable, decade-long career, the book outlines a strict rule. You must diversify. The text advises that no single client should ever make up more than 40% of your total income. A Dallas Treasury can drop 90% in a bear market over a single weekend, right? And your role could be gone by Monday morning. The strategy here is to mix your income streams across reliable retainers, one-off project bounties, and honestly, maybe even keeping a traditional Web2 fiat client as a sturdy backup.
Because bear markets are absolutely coming. 90% market crashes are practically guaranteed in this space historically. The author's ultimate survival rule is to keep a 6-month runway of your living expenses strictly in USDC stablecoins. Pricing your services in stablecoins prevents you from losing your shirt when those volatile utility tokens inevitably take a dive. The book reminds us, bear markets are meant for building your skills and surviving, not for panicking and selling assets at the absolute bottom.
But if you follow these mechanics, the book maps out a really exciting trajectory for your next 10 years. Year 1, you're grinding small bounties, learning the ropes, collecting POAPs to build that reputation. Year 2, you leverage that public proof to lock down stable, recurring retainers. By year 3, you've provided so much value, you're invited as a core contributor to a DAO. By year 5, your specialized knowledge makes you an advisor to multiple emerging protocols. And by year 10, you've got the capital and the network to become a protocol founder yourself. In this whole scenario, you have no traditional boss, no corporate office, and no geographical borders. You're relying entirely on your skills and your unfakeable on-chain reputation.
I want to end on this final, powerful thought directly from our source material today. Your career is now a wallet. Fill it. We've walked through the research, we've seen the roadmap, the decentralized tools are out there right now, and the barrier to entry has literally never been more transparent. The old system is comfortably taking 20% of your value while making you wait 5 days for a simple wire transfer. The new system is just waiting for your wallet to connect. So based on everything we've uncovered in this explainer today, are you ready to claim what you're actually worth? Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.